So bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
A give, Ekeler running to the right, powering forward. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, and they stick with Ekeler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ekeler now between the tackles. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, Kappa.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 29 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnover. There he goes, left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's Eckler again. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Odafe Oweh so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 70 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll begin by running the option. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have... We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, right away, they'll change the look. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
You talk about this Giant defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
On first down, right back to Strong. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And that one going to come up short, low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Patriots, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Giants sit 6-5 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Stevenson. Powers through. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Cunningham. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. With it is Jackson. Now that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff, Barkley running left. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a toss right to Barkley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback, leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Get set quick, all right?
Now Jones. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the fit.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Runs through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley there to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. In motion, Slayton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Running left, it's Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. To throw on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell from 17 yards out. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Cunningham. Got him then. It's Kayshon Boutte. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And they'll go on the ground. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jones. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kayshon Boutte, 79 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And his kick is right there. It's good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And shutting him off, now open field. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And just shedding him off there. Room to run at the 50. Marcus Jones. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Cunningham. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A play fake. Now Cunningham. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Cunningham looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Cunningham. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now he's forced out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Yeah, look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A huge loss on the play. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 199 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Okay, here we go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 45-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are right back in this football game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jones, off play action.
That is caught.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Barkley off tackle left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So a victory.